I'm back at the ranch and I've been learning so much, but today is May 15, 2026. We're going on week 2 of this project for the pumpkin patch, and I brought my guy in, Ruben here. We're gonna talk about the power situation, how much we're gonna need on this entire ranch, what we're thinking, how we're gonna get there. If we're gonna put any trenching in with conduit, we should be doing it now and thinking about it, because we don't want to do it after the fact, especially when we get the pumpkins planted, which hopefully is by the end of next week. So anyways, let's go look at the power.
Yeah, we're gonna start on the meter, because this old building was a button meter, which is just a meter called a button meter, because it's just like a button. Just like a regular button, because from there they added sub panels. Because I think
on the other side,
on the opposite side of this wall.
All right.
And we can just go right around.
So how many amps is that?
Building, there should be only about 100 amps. PG&E's bringing is probably around 100 amps, but it's a fusible disconnect, which only holds 60 amps. So in other words, right now what's feeding this whole building is only 60 amps. And that's coming from...
I don't think that's gonna cut it for us. But you know, it seems like every damn project we do, we never have enough power, so.
Well, that's why, like you mentioned, we gotta put some thought into this project.
Yeah, like today.
So this shop right here, it has a main disconnect. At that disconnect on my far left is where the PG&E's coming in. From this meter, they added 2 sub panels, which fed this whole shop. There's one on the far left, and then one on the right side wall. And that fed this whole building. I don't know what they were doing here. They were probably a car shop, antique.
So as far as us, and we don't really have a plan yet, but what are we needing to do? That looks like a mess.
Oh, no, this is all gonna have to go away completely. This is all gonna have to go away, and we're gonna have to add, like we talked earlier, we gotta put some thought into it, but if we're going all out, we gotta at least have 800 amps. Because there's, what's in this building, we still got way more, don't we?
Yeah, because we're doing stuff on the land.
Correct. So from that meter, we can branch out. If we put enough power into this building, we can branch out to wherever we need to go.
So would they just bring 800 amps into where it is now, or what do we have to do?
No, I'm pretty sure what PG&E is going to have to do is get an engineer. The transformer is the number one thing on this building. Does that transformer have enough power to feed 800 amps? Which I don't think so. So we would have to have them put it. Do they charge for transformers? Oh, sure. I'm sure they do.
It's not part of their service?
If they're upgrading, they're probably gonna charge us. So no, that's why we gotta find out exactly what we need.
How much could a transformer cost?
Up to $10,000.
Really?
A service upgrade, when we're, just like when we were doing that other project in Oceano, that service upgrade was $9,000. Just to raise those wires up, remember? We were supposed.
So we submit an application, is that the way it works?
Yep.
And then they say, okay, well, you want 800 amps, this is what it's gonna cost, and this is when we can do it? Is that the way it works?
Well, I wish it was that easy, but you know, it's gonna have to go through engineering.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some plans set up and then submit them. They'll come back at us and say, okay, this is what you guys need to do.
Now, the reason we need 800 amps is what we're thinking is because we're gonna have stuff all over the property, whether it is light up events or some type of an event. Even with the pumpkin patch, you know, we gotta have just irrigation. We hope to put in a big mountain at the end of this, which will have a waterfall and lighting and all that shit. That's probably gonna be 100 amps.
Well, anything we start adding to, you know, like, we don't want to under.
Yeah, we don't want to be under, that's for sure.
Because eventually then we're going to, like I said, we're going to shoot ourselves in the toe, because the thing is, if we're doing it correctly now, we know then we can add whatever we want. Because every time, like we talked earlier, okay, that waterfall, don't know what size of motor we're going to add to that. Okay, so once we know where our service is going to go, we start branching out, we start trenching. Because the thing is, we got to do that early, because, you know, every minute is time lost. So
yeah, and it's gonna be tough, because, like, let's say we put, okay, so we got the pumpkin patch, right? So let's say we put like artwork right in the middle. We take a 10-foot area and we're gonna have an art piece there, whatever it might be, an old truck or something, but we kind of need to light it up.
No, for sure.
Right, which would mean we got to take that 10-foot area and we got to get some power in that 10-foot circle
but that's
at that point.
but that's the thing.
Because
what I'm
otherwise we're just sending light from everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure it's gonna.
No, when you light up something, just like we've been doing for years, right? We always want to light up that piece, you know. That light should be dedicated for that.
So that's kind of a problem because we don't have it 100% identified of what we're actually doing, right?
Yep.
So, you know, I don't know if James told you, but I want to have some camping features out here, right? So, which means people can come out here and they can camp amongst this farm. Those are going to be teepees. We're going to have some electrical around there at some
Well, that's
point.
what I'm saying. Every teepee should have its own, because you don't need to bring a lot. You don't need to bring a lot.
You know, everybody's going to want to charge their phone.
No, for sure. But all we have to do is bring, you know, 120 volt to each teepee, just like when we do RVs.
You're right, but where are the teepees going?
That's the kicker.
Right.
You know,
which we don't actually know.
And
at
everything
this
should
moment.
we should have nothing exposed. Everything should go underground because it's, you know, it's land and you don't want nothing overhead because it makes the place
How deep
cleaner.
does it have to go?
For regular service, 24 inches. It's only 2 feet. Ain't bad. But the thing, everything has to be marked out. You know,
Okay,
we know where
as
power's
far
going.
as electrical goes, for us to do it right, in other words, we have a plan, we know what we're doing, we know where it's going. What's the first step?
Well, the first step is identifying what we're doing out there. That's the first step.
As in with a draft person.
Exactly, with an electrical engineer, because we got to know.
And we say, okay,
this is
we're
what
going to
we're
have
doing.
a 110 plug, you know, 20 amps. We're going to have 2 of those here and da-da-da-da-da.
And that has to be all marked out.
Yeah,
Because,
prior
let's
to
just
us
say-
doing anything permanent, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying is that the thing is, we might not need 800 amp service. We don't know until we find out exactly what we're doing and what we have, but we want to make sure we're over, not under.
Yeah.
That's our main goal.
Right. This is James.
Hey.
James is a partner in this project.
Gotta do a
So
lot
I think
here.
on here in this building, I need to come up with some kind of floor plan of the counters going to be here, you know, displays are going to be here, maybe a little bit of food sales here, walk-in refrigerator here, shit like that.
But everything right in this building, what we should do is everything should be in pipe because it will look cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Everything,
Conduit, you mean?
yeah, because you know it's opened.
What type of lighting we want to put in here, that matters a lot. The lighting.
You don't want to put fluorescence,
no, yeah.
you know, just as
It's
bright.
gotta be warm. This is a warm.
Absolutely.
After everything's taken out, then you can do a floor plan. And, okay, this is where I think where this is going to go. This is where this is going.
Yep.
This is our counter. This is our.
Yeah, we had a guy come and he measured it
did
all.
a floor plan
yeah,
on it?
Well, a site plan, actually.
Drawn it up to that.
Site plan and then a floor plan for this.
Right.
It's done to scale, so intelligently we
He
could
doesn't
say,
like my cartoon drawings.
whoa, dude, it's cool unless you want to make any sense out of it.
Right, exactly.
Well, I guess when we're ready, we can walk the outside.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is we go all along
the
this fence.
Yeah, no, that was the plan.
And then what we should do is just figure out what size of conduit we need or whatever the hell we need, and then we just stub up along the fence.
But the thing is, it's so far, we're gonna need pull boxes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, just put a pull box to where all the outlets here, and then when we figure it final, we can just go right to the center.
Yep. So in other words, every 100 foot, we're gonna put a pull box.
Yep. Can the water line and the electrical line go in the same trench?
Yeah. No, we're gonna do
Then-
it all at once. The one's gonna be deeper than the other. That's it.
Oh, okay. We just got through talking to our electrical guy, and let me tell you about our electrical in this place. It's a nightmare, but we're ready to get going. We're starting, and we're gonna make it amazing by the time it's done, but it's gonna be a lot of work and probably 5 times the amount of money that I was thinking, but we gotta get it done right.